If you are looking for some support for current affairs, if you are a fresher, you are a working professional, you are a repeater, but you want some support for current affairs, then I have a program for you. I have given the brochure and also the announcement video link in the description. You can watch if you are interested. Hello all, welcome back to Current Affairs Hitlist series. I am Guna Mathivanan from Offices IAS Academy. In today's video, we are going to discuss about household consumption expenditure survey. Very important topic. National Statistical Office has released the household consumption expenditure survey, which was conducted during August 22 to July 23. When was the last time it was conducted? 2011-2012. Basically, once in 5 years it will be released. So 2018 it should have been released, but government did not release because of various reasons. Okay, ruling government was saying datas, there were some issues in datas. Critics were saying that because of GST and demonetization, the money supply came down in the economy, consumption behavior got changed in the economy. Now, because of that, the government was not publishing the data. Whatever, let us keep the politics aside. We will try to understand this topic. So, the last consumption survey was released in 2011-2012. Now, 2022-23 consumption survey data was released. See, this data is very important. NSO will be conducting household survey. We'll go and ask, what did you consume? Last week, what did you consume? Last month, what did you consume? Last 1 year, what did you consume? Delegate survey will be done. Don't think entire population will be surveyed. Roughly 2.5 lakh people were surveyed. 60% from rural areas, 40% from urban areas, they were surveyed. Now, why this is important? Knowing the consumption pattern, why it is important? It is important for various reasons. Number one, by understanding the consumption of household through expenditure method, we can know GDP estimates also. We all know gross domestic product GDP can be measured using expenditure method also. We have income method, expenditure method, value added method. We were using product method before 2014. After 2014 we are using, from 2015 we are using value added method. Before 15 product method. After 15 value added method, GVA. So there are many methods. Through expenditure method also you can understand the GDP. So it helps in understanding the GDP of the country, number one. Number two, see, by understanding the consumption behavior, for example, a person is earning some amount of X amount of money. In this X amount, let us say 75% if it is going on food, that means that person's income level is very low. 75% if he is spending on food, that means his income he is very poor. Think about beggars. Whatever they get, 75% they might be using it for food. Remaining 25% maybe something extra non-food items they might buy. Yes or no? So, based on the consumption behavior, okay, you can understand. Let us say you compare a farmer with an IT professional. Farmer consumption behavior is different. IT professional consumption behavior is different. Think about a small farmer. Think about an IT employee who is earning 2 lakh rupees. Consumption varies. By studying the consumption only, we can understand the quality of life, standard of living, poverty level. So, this consumption expenditure survey will help us for GDP estimate, will help us to understand the poverty levels, and this will also help us to revise our CPI basket. We know consumer price index, CPI basket. The CPI basket is based on what you consume. CPI basket will have items, those are traded on retail manner. That price change we will understand and we will calculate inflation. Accordingly, we will target the inflation. But if the consumption basket changes, think about your consumption basket. Compare your consumption basket, your family consumption basket now and a decade ago. How much money you are spending on mobile data, internet. Now how much money you are spending. See, it changes, right? According to the change of our consumption pattern, the CPI basket should also be changed. So this survey is very important. Okay, so the survey was released. We will have a look at some interesting data. So as per the data, rural areas, as per the 2022-2023 data, in rural areas, people on an average, I am talking about monthly per capita consumption expenditure. I am talking about monthly per capita expenditure. Monthly per capita expenditure. On an average in a month, in rural areas, 46.4% of the money is used for food in rural areas. That means if a person earns 100 rupees, 46 rupees is used for food. In urban area, 39.2 rupees is used for food. So in rural, when compared to urban, more amount is spent on food. Right? When you compare with previous years, compare with previous surveys, in 2011-12 we had a data. 11-12 data, just compare with 11-12 only. In 11-12 rural area, 52.9% of the money was used on food. Now from 52.9 it has been reduced to 46.4. Think about urban areas. From 42.6 in the previous data, it has been brought down to 39.2. What does it mean? When compared to last decade, this decade in this 10 years, the percentage of money spending on food is coming down. The percentage of money spending on non-food item, it is increasing. I would like to remind you about an economic concept called as Engel's law. Engel's law. What Engel's law says? As your income level increases, the proportion of money you spend on food items will come down. As the income level increases, the proportion of money which you spend on food items will come down. It is validating. Right, so this data gives us an understanding that the income levels are increasing in rural and urban. That is why the amount spent on food items is coming down. Right. Also, the share of conveyance, transport has increased. The share on durable goods has increased. So, the amount of money spent on purchasing durable items, computer, laptop, fridge, washing machine, that is increasing. Okay, this quality of life is increasing. Even if you take the imputed values, see, imputed values means now government is giving a lot of items at free of cost, ration items for under the NFSA Act. 66% of the population is getting rice at 3 rupees, wheat at 2 rupees, coarse grain 1 rupee per kg. At a subsidized price or at free of cost, a lot of items are given. Okay. Now here there is some money I have added, but forget about that money. Government is giving a lot of free items, food items and non-food items, free and also at a heavily subsidized price. It is either heavily subsidized or it is given at free of cost. Now you are getting this, I am getting this. For example, I am getting bus pass for free in Tamil Nadu for women to travel in bus. It is free of cost. It is free of cost. But if you put a value for that, right? If you put a value for that, that is called as imputed values. Government is giving a lot of things at free of cost. If you put a value for that, that means your consumption will increase. Assume that my family, myself and my wife, assume we both are in urban area. My monthly per capita expenditure, assume is 6,000 rupees. My monthly per capita is 6,000 rupees. Now my wife can travel at free of cost in bus in Tamil Nadu, in Chennai. Now assume that I put a price for it. It is free, right? Let me put a price. Let me add this price in my monthly expenditure. Then the 6,000 will become 7,000 maybe or 6,500 maybe, right? This is called as imputed value. This is without that is unimputed number. This is imputed value. So when you compare the average monthly per capita expenditure for rural was 3,773, for urban was 6,459. But considering the imputed value, I will add the bus free fast and all. Then that means I will add the value for the free items. Then these figures will increase from 3773 in rural areas, that will increase to 3860 in urban area. From 6459 in the urban area, it will increase to 6521 rupees. Just know what is imputed value mean. That much you know, that is sufficient here. State specific data, Sikkim has the highest monthly per capita expenditure. Chhattisgarh has the lowest monthly per capita expenditure. Analysis we have done already. Analysis only we have done so far. I have given here. One more point I would like to add here. So, the gap between the earnings of the bottom 5 and the top 5, that was 7.3 times in rural areas and 9.9 times in the urban area. That shows the divide. Bottom 5%, if they are earning 10 rupees in rural areas, top 5% in the rural areas, they will be earning 7.3 times of that. If the bottom is earning 10, the top will be earning 73 rupees. In urban areas, if the bottom is earning 10, the top will be earning 100. Okay, so that information was given. Maybe you can use it for mains answers to highlight the inequality. Okay,